Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. leaves this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
He's looking to throw it. Incomplete to the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's McWilliams. He looks that one in nicely. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Gets it out quickly. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Here we go.
Looking to move it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. Open runway ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
42 Spider. 4.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Lasso. Lasso. Blizzy.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Wolfpack will get the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making play.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's McWilliams. Got his man in the middle. And they'll knock him down.
giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
By the receiver. He runs out of bounds at the 48. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions, incompletions, and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's McWilliams. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Booker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got room at the 35. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Going to the run, it's Jones. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 14 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Goes to the option. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Takes the handoff. It's Goff. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's McWilliams. Looking for a deep man. And this will be caught at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Snags it over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to the big tight end. Rolls it in. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Got it.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. To the air, it's Bailey. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Yates. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's McWilliams. He'll take a deep shot here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Looking left. He makes a catch. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Handoff from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Got his man on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to pass on second down. Coming after it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jones. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stats.
To the air on first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. At the 35, he's open. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The give to the lone running back. At the 35, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws to the wideout. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
He wants to take the top off. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. The 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's McWilliams. Working that left side now. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back searching for a hole. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final play of the quarter coming. Running behind that left side. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, 28, NC State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation.
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Booker. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch it...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paying holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the role.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now on third down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Catches it at the 15. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The give to the back. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Set. Ringo.
The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Bailey. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, and how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Unloads it left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, it's McWilliams. Gets it out fast. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll throw it on first down. The quick out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make that clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Looking for room. It's Goff. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's McWilliams. Dances away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first